Hi, and welcome to my guide of the quest Roving Elves. The quest requirements are Regicide and Waterfall quest, and there are actually no skill requirements, but you will need to be able to defeat a combat 84 moss giant, unarmed, and also without the use of any prayers. For the items needed is a Glariel peddle. If you've lost this one, you will need to get it back by talking to the gnome underneath the tree gnome village. You'll also need to have a Glariel's amulet, if you have one of them in your bank. If you don't, you can easily get them during the quest, but for that you may not have any of them in your bank. Then you will also need to have a rope and a spade, some food for the boss battle as well as for the many traps in Isafdar. To make the boss battle a little bit easier, I'm going to take a pure set as well as a recoil ring and some enchanted jewelry like a amulet of fury and a combat bracelet. Now you don't need to bring any armor or weapons during the quest, except for weight reducing armor, maybe some enchanted jewelry, and one stamina potion would also be helpful. For the teleports, I'm going to bring along 2 teleportation methods to Ardoin, one to Almira's house. I'm going to take a game necklace, and then also approximately 10,000 GP, but 9,690 to be exact. Where to start this quest is I am currently south of Brimhaven, because now we all need to go to Port Tyrus. To get to Port Tyrus, I usually just go from Ardoin to Brimhaven. Then I'm just going to get off the boat, I'm going to switch docks, and here I'm going to trade the trader crew member, and I'm going to charge them for 3200 GP to Port Tyrus. Oh, it only costs 1600. Okay, for some reason the price has halved. But when you've arrived to Port Tyrus, let's exit it north. So first we'll need to run through the camp, so we can exit it north. Hopefully you still have your 56 agility, so you can go through the dense forest. Else you'll need to use some summer pies. And once you have gone through the dense forest, let's go a little bit north and you will see some rocks. Go make a U-turn or right U-turn around these rocks, and between the rocks and the trees go a little bit, follow this small path, and you should find some sticks. Pass them. Hopefully you will not fail too many times. Alright, once you've passed the sticks, let's go a little bit south and here you'll find some ashes, and that will mean that the 2 NPCs have disappeared. Now this is random. Here spawn 2 elves for 5 minutes every 5 minutes. If they aren't here, just go to your world switcher and go try another world. You could also wait for 5 minutes, but I think hopping will be a lot faster. Okay, I've hopped around a little bit. Here you'll find the 2 elves, a female and a male one. Let's talk to the male one, Iswine. Skip through the dialogue a little bit, and then select the first option, tell the truth. And then select the first option, maybe I could help. And you should now have started the quest. Let's now talk to Erena. Alright, next let's teleport to Ardoin and go to the northern bank. Now it's time to fight the combat 84 moss giant. Therefore you will definitely need your Glariel peddle. If you don't have it right now, get it now. Here at the Ardoin bank, let's just deposit our runes, and that's actually it that I will need to deposit. Besides from that, I'm going to take a little bit more food and I'm going to run north. We'll now need to go to Glariel's tomb. So once again, you can bring any runes or anything else combat related inside of the tomb, just like in the waterfall quest. That is even harsher than on Erena, but you will be able to enter with enchanted jewelry like Ring of Recoils, Furies, Glories and Combat Bracelets, as well as you're able to enter with weight reducing armor like Graceful, Boots of Lightness and Hunter Capes. So after just going all the way north, pretty much near the quest start of Dwarf Ganon, I'm going to use the peddle on the tombstone, and it fits perfectly, and I will be able to enter her tomb. If you are unable to get these messages, that will mean that you have something in your inventory or worn that is not allowed in this dungeon. You will either need to drop it and lose it, or go back to the bank and then just come back to try again. Okay, once you're down here, let's go a little bit west to the center room. And here in the center you should find north a couple of stalagmites. Let's attack a moss giant and stand behind the stalagmites. Maybe lure it a little bit, go back to the western side, and now it should be stuck. Okay, that is the easy way out. If you have low defense, you can easily flinch the moss giant. By doing so, you just need to attack it, then quickly run back behind the stalagmite, wait until the health bar has been disappeared. I'm going to take a superset and I'm going to equip my combat bracelet, attack, stand back, and now you just need to do this until the moss giant has been defeated. But if you have some defense, you can easily just tank his hits. You may try and use protect from melee, but okay. Okay, that is weird. Apparently you are allowed to use prayers in this dungeon. Back when I did this quest guide in 2011, you weren't allowed to use any prayers in this dungeon. Okay, now you can just flicker your protect from melee. This makes it a lot easier. Okay, did you just hit through my prayers? Okay, he just simply hits through the prayer. You are able to use prayers, the protect from melee just doesn't work on these moss giants. Okay, I gotcha. Once the moss giant has been defeated, there will be a concentration seed on the floor. If you're unable to see it, try to look for the red dot on your minimap and pick it up. Now if you don't have any Glariel's amulets, let's go a little bit more west to the western room, and here you'll find a closed chest. Open it and search and you should find another Glariel's amulet. But to be able to find something in the chest, you should not have any Glariel's amulets in your inventory, worn, or in your bank. Okay, when you have your Glariel's amulet and concentration seeds, let's exit the dungeon and let's return to the Ardoin bank. Okay, here back in the Ardoin bank. Be sure to have our rope and spade. We'll also need to have our game necklace this time. You may deposit your combat bracelet if you've bought one. Besides from that, we will also need to have our cash pile, our teleportation method back to Ardoin. We don't need Glariel's peddle anymore, we can simply bank it. Besides from this stuff, let's go to south of Ardoin, so we can take the boat to Brimhaven, and from there I'm just going to take the boat again to Port Tyrus. or you can simply teleport from the Ardoin Northern Bank to any other location if you think that is faster to get back to Port Tyrus. Okay, when you've arrived back here in Tyrus' camp, let's return to the two elves. Okay, here make a U-turn right next to the rocks, follow this small path, past these sticks, ow, ow. Okay, third time is a charm again. And if the two elves aren't here, just hop around a little bit until you found them, and then talk to Erena. And she will just simply enchant your concentration seed to give it another brighter color. Once you have this, let's teleport with our game necklace or any other transportation method to Barbarian Outpost. Now we will need to go to the room where we've completed Weatherfall quest. So let's go south and go to Erena's house. Now if you don't have a rope and a spade at the moment, go to the bank in the Barbarian Outpost and grab those two. Next you should also bring along a Ardoin teleport. Okay, here at Erena's house, open gate, open the door. Just walk through her house, open the gates, board the raft. Go to your minimap, then just click south on your minimap to go to the southern part of the island, turn your camera south, use your rope on the rock on the other island. Once you've arrived, let's use the rope on the dead tree. Turn our camera back north, equip our Glariel's amulet before we're going to get kicked off this ledge and open the ledge. Okay, going to equip my Fury again. I'm going to enter first the eastern room. Then I'm going to go north. North of this room you should find two crates stacked on each other at the northern wall. Let's search this one for a key. Next, go back outside and let's now enter the western room. Watch out for the fire giants and just walk through those fire giants. Use a key on the door. Then use a key on the second door as well. Wait a second, go a little bit north. And on top of this hill we will find the Chalice of Eternity. Do not click on it, you will get just washed away. Somewhere near the chalice, as long as it is on top of this hill, plant your concentration seed. Alright, when the animation of the crystal tree has ended, let's teleport to Ardoin. And from here I'm going to go first to the bank, because now we will just need to go back to Port Tyrus, return to the two elves to complete our quest. But before I'm going to get stuck in Isafdar, I'm going to take a quick teleportation method out of there. I'm just gonna bring a Varrock teleport. Now at the end of the quest you will also get to choose a crystal bow or a crystal shield. And you will also be able to convert crystal seeds into a crystal halberd, shield or bow. And therefore you will need to go to Iflin. After the quest is completed, I'm going to show you how I get to the elf Iflin. First I'm going to get to complete this quest, and I'll see you back at the 2 elves. Okay, the 2 elves are still here, didn't need to hop. Let's talk to the male elf, I think. Let's talk to him. And you will now be able to choose one of the 2 options, the shield or the bow. I think I'm going for the shield. And congratulations, you've completed Roving Elves quest. You are rewarded with 1 quest point, used elf equipment and 10,000 Slayer experience. Now the Crystal Armory, the bow, shield and halberd, degrades 1/10 every 250 hits dealt or taken if it is a shield. Now the lower its condition, the lower its stats will be, unless you're going to imbue it with Nightmare Zone points. If you're going to imbue it, then the stats will be the same as it's in the 10 out of 10 full condition, but it will just keep lowering its condition 2 out of 10, just the stats will remain 10 out of 10. When the crystal equipment reaches 0 out of 10, imbued or not, it will revert back to a crystal seed and then you will need to recharge it. To recharge it, you will need to go to the elf Iflin. If it's your first time, it will cost you 900,000 GP to revert your seed into a new crystal bow, and it will cost you 700k GP to convert your crystal seed into a full shield or halberd. Now the more you're going to recharge your crystal seeds into crystal equipment, the less the recharge cost will be, lowering 150k each time you're going to recharge it, until the final recharge cost of 150k from your 5th rechargement. Now I'm going to show you where Iflin is located. First I'm going back, pausing the sticks. Okay, so if you come from Port Tyrus' camp, I'm just going to go east, going all the way back east to the bears until we see the dense forest from Regicide quest. I just need to go through here. Then I'm going to try to step over the trip wire. This will definitely fail. Of course it does. Then from here just go a little bit more east. Go through the dense forest. From here just keep going east. East, northeast, until we see a leaf trap. Try to find that leaf trap and jump across it. Now we just need to go a little bit north until you can't go any further north, and here in the northwestern corner we should find a dense forest. Going west, just go through these 3 dense forests. From here let's take a couple of steps northwest and you should see a little path on your minimap maybe. Between a smaller tree and a big tree there's a fallen tree. Let's follow this 1 square wide path going north. Then north of the rock he should find Ifleen. Just like with the 2 other elves of the Regicide quest, she will appear here for 5 minutes, then she will spawn somewhere else for another 5 minutes. If she's not here, just hop around until she is. Then you can simply take your crystal seeds with your gold to her and she will convert it into a bow, shield or halberd. And this was my guide how to complete Roving Elves quest. Hopefully it helped. Subscribe, rate and comment. Okay, thanks, bye.